on stability on that. What about the twin?
I don't know, I've not ridden it yet.
Still not had a lap on it, no?
No, we were hoping to get out on it tonight, but obviously with the weather they've shuffled it around. But I think we'll get a session tomorrow, maybe, if that's what.
Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I was struggling with the Triumph. I know that I've got a good base setting in the Aprilia, and it's not particularly physical. You just kick its head in, really. So I thought I'd concentrate on the Super Sport bike, and that's going to be where the headline sort of lap speed is, you know.
All right, David, I'll let you get your head together on that one, and I might see you later.
Right, cheers, thank
David
you.
Brooke, yeah, running at number 61. Let's hear from James Chalkers with Beth.
He certainly is. Just come in. How was that out there?
Conditions are good out there now. I enjoyed it. Made a few changes to the bike, so first few laps didn't go great, really. Just dead in to see what way the bike would react in the BMW. But happy enough to understand and start of 122 there, so we're going in the right direction. 600 with 2 good laps in the 600. It's slower today, all right. I thought I'd have gone faster, but sure, that's the way it goes. So keep chipping away, really.
It's been a long week already, hasn't it? And I guess all the preparation and everything that goes into getting you here, getting your team together, it's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of effort gone in and pressure on everyone. Without all the boys, we'd be ghosts. So I can't thank the whole team enough. TH Racing and Chalky Racing. Without the help of them lads, we wouldn't be here. It's very important.
What is it about TT for you, James?
Oh, it's the best race in the world. That's it. There's nothing. It's 2 weeks of the year where there's nothing ever like it, so glad to be part of it.
Brilliant. Great to see that smile on your face. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you. Cheers.
He's just run away from me, Pochi has. I was going to have a word with you. Could have got some free advertising, Paul Pochi Williams. He doesn't like a microphone being jammed under Ryan. But Robbie Sylvester has taken all his VRS bikes away. Laurence Majan, newcomer last year, he's just popped in as well. And Mark Parrott in off the twin. And we spoke to Mark before the start of today. And we're maybe going to just grab a quick word with him with the Mickey taking team. Spoke to you before the start of the day, Mark. Just been out in the little Aprilia Super Twin. What do you make of it?
It's great fun. It's great fun. It's hard work to ride. It's quite an uncomfortable riding position with my knee being knackered. But it is what it is. It's great fun, though. It really is. Yeah.
Big bike. You said you'd like an old pair of shoes this morning.
Yeah. We went a couple of steady laps. It was only 122, 3 or 4, something like that. A little bit of traffic, but no, it felt good. Everything felt okay in it. Yeah, I mean, everything seems to be going okay. We were going to do 2 laps on the little bike tonight, but obviously they've changed the schedule now. So we just thought we get 1 in on each, because I've only done 1 time lap on the 600 now. So hopefully the weather will hold out. We'll get a couple of laps, get 1 on the big bike, 2 on the little one later on, and then go from there. See how it goes tomorrow.
All right, let you get back to your laughing debrief with the boys.
Cheers, Chris. Thanks.
Cheers, boys. Thank you. There we go. And not a bad team in the back there, have they? Right, boys. Back to you, Michael Dunlop, on a bit of a charge on this lap, is he?
Let's find out with Chris Boyd. He's through Glen Helen. Peter Hickman is through Ballaugh. We're watching both of these laps. It's the sector times for Peter Hickman. I think he may just be bedding things in, because the sector times are not what we would expect. They're sort of 4 or 5 seconds slow at each one. As far as Dunlop, he's through Glen Helen in a 4:38. And that is probably one of the fastest sectors for the Super Twins of the week that we've seen so far. He was down to 4:40 the other day, so he is quicker than that. So we'll just keep an eye on this Dunlop lap, just in case news of further retirements. Chris Moore on the Super Twin only got as far as the bottom of Bray Hill. He's making his own way back, so he's probably back in here by now at the TT Grandstand. And Jonathan Getchke, he has stopped out at the Garrow Crossroads, making his own arrangements for return. So in terms of outfits out there, we've got certainly some of the biggest names in motorcycle racing here again at the Isle of Man TT. We're keeping an eye, as Chris said, both on Peter Hickman and Michael Dunlop. Let's go back down to Chris Kinley.
Let's grab a quick word, if we can, with the number 52 bike on the Obsession Engineering machine. That's Lancelot Unistar, if we can. Lance, how are you, my friend?
Very good.
How was that out there on his bike? On Dave Hewson.
Yeah, Obsession Engineering, Brewer Racing. Mega laps. I've been on the bike the other night, done patches and stuff, so that was great to have a dry run.
Conditions out there good. Everyone's saying a bit breezy in places, a few people struggling.
Yeah, breezy. We've got a lot of wind coming into Trump corners, especially like Brandish and stuff coming towards us. Apart from that, it's near perfect.
Any changes to make to the machine before not obviously later on now, tomorrow?
yeah, no, we're not going out on the twin tonight. I don't.
No, you're not.
Nah. So I don't think we're going to make many adjustments. I think, yeah, just maybe another 1 or 2 laps just to make sure everything's right, and we'll be good to go for the races.
Okay, Lance, thank you very much for your time. Cheers, good man. Thanks, boys. Thank you, Dave Houston as well. Lancelot, Unisart, let's hear from Beth, who's with Reese Hardesty.
Yeah, I am. And Reece, when we spoke to you the other day, things weren't really going to plan. How are things now?
Well, sunshine come out and you get one half tidy lap on the bike and your perspective on the whole job changes, doesn't it? You know, and I mean, it's still not perfect. It's not ideal. It's a bit windy up on the mountain, but yeah, I mean, the boys have been working really hard trying to get us somewhere, and we're sort of been starting from the ground up again because, you know, we haven't had the we haven't had the data stuff there, so from last year, so we've been a little bit on the back foot, but we are sort of a good night's sleep, and you know, and the Isle of Man, if it's not right one day, just wait a minute, and you know, everything changes with the weather, doesn't it? So we're starting to go in the right direction. I'm starting to feel a little bit better, and I think, in all fairness, although it's not good for the head not getting spinning laps, a little bit of the weather and a little bit of rest has probably done me some good. So hopefully we can just keep chipping away, and yeah, we'll just take each day by, you know, as it comes, and that's it really, and keep trying to go round and enjoying ourselves. I think, to be fair, it's probably I put my smiling face helmet on today, and that's made me cheer up.
And we've been talking a lot about how important it is to get that information to your team, and there must be so much going around your head.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you know, if it's not working and it's giving you a hard time, the sensible thing to do is pull in and try and make some changes or assess what to do and have a rest. That's what we done the other day when I spoke to you, and you know, and today I thought, right, okay, well, it's not great, but it's manageable. We'll hold on and see what it's like as the fuel load comes down. So, you know, that's all, you know, information you're gaining, but it's hard trying to gain it, store it, and then, you know, give it back to the team when you get back in. You know, you need to let yourself sort of calm down a bit first.
Yeah, I mean, what's the plan for the rest of the day then, Reece?
I'm going to go and have ice cream, I think, and then, you know, we'll see how this evening goes. You know, make a few changes, try for 2 laps on the big bike. And in all fairness, the way the weather is, and you know, Gary and the whole team, you know, everybody's working really hard to try and get us out. It's just frustrating for everyone, isn't it? You know, but I think if we get 2 laps on the big bike later, and I think we're just going to have an ice cream then, yeah.
Double scoop and a flake, I reckon, yeah?
Yeah, that's it. Well, that's if I get a looking with my little ones, so yeah.
Good to talk to you, Reece.
Yeah.
Nice to see you smiling.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, get a big squirt of sauce on there as well. Raspberry, get the raspberry on it. He needs to do better, is what he wants. Just me mate Paul Mozowen, who's here helping Ian Locker's team. Just a quick chat with him, and he wants to wish happy birthday to his young fella Thomas. And I remember young Thomas when he got told off for going around the grandstand here on his little pit bike many moons ago. I'm not sure how old Thomas is today. I will ask Moz it is, but Thomas, happy birthday to you. Back to the boys in the tower.
So we are potentially on for another fastest lap from a certain Michael Dunlop in the Super Twin class. We're keeping an eye on him. Peter Hickman is ahead of him on the road as well. Hickman not quite on the pace of Michael Dunlop, Chris.
No, that's right. Hickman's just backing up a little bit right through these first 2 sectors. We're waiting for him to arrive at Ramsey. Dunlop is through Balak. He's there in 7:59.3, and on the fastest lap set at the other night, it was an 8:06 for Rob Hodgson, so he's considerably quicker than that, 7 seconds inside, and this is a standing start lap, and that was a flying lap for Rob Hodgson the other night, so we're definitely keeping an eye on both Hickman and Dunlop. Dunlop, in fact, is into Ramsey. Let's just see if we can pick up his sector time there, Dave.
So just while we're looking for Ramsey hairpin, Super Twin. Have you got it there, Chris?
I have indeed. Let's just get it in. It's quicker again, I think. We are looking at 120.6 pace on the Super Twin. Rob Hodgson the other night was 119.5. So Dunlop is on a real charge here on the pattern. Let's see how he does through the rest of the lap. He will obviously be short flagged, I would imagine, because the end of the session will come, although they are still at the moment checkered flagging people, so he will get to cross the line. We'll see whether that is still the case as he comes through here.
It's been a very busy day of qualifying here at the Isle of Man TT. We've had all classes out on the course, thankfully. We had the sidecars, the super stock, the super bikes, Let's go through a check now with Chris Boyd of the top times of the day so far as we wait for Super Sport and Super Twin to be completed.
That's right, we'll wait for Michael Dunlop and then we'll pick up those times as and when he crosses the line, because it looks like this may well be the fastest lap of the week so far on the Twins in terms of the Superbike and Super Stock. So with the first part of the session, and this is only session 1 of 2 today, we open the roads and then we'll close them again this evening to get another session underway. It was Davey Todd who topped the charts on the Superbikes on the 810 BMW, 17 minutes 03.7, 132.673, and that was nearly 11 seconds quicker than 10.5 certainly than Peter Hickman, his teammate, 131.326, both of those standing start laps. Connor Cummins on his second lap, a flying lap, 131.027. That was 2.4 seconds down on Hickman. Nathan Harrison then 4th fastest on the Honda, 130.172. That was about 7 seconds down on Cummins. Then Michael Dunlop on the Rocket BMW, 129.965. Again, as Dave said earlier, I don't think we've seen a 130 mile an hour Superbike lap yet from Michael Dunlop at TT 2025. Sean Anderson on the Team Classic Suzuki, who's 6th fastest, 129.878. 7th to 10th on the Superbikes, Dean Harrison, John McGuinness, James Hillier and Rob Hodgson. Just looking at Dunlop's progress, he's on the climb of the mountain out of Ramsey. We'll get a checkpoint for him at the bungalow. We'll move on to the Super Stocks, where it was Harrison who was fastest. Let's get the right screen up with help. Oh dear. Decided to reset itself at just the wrong point as ever. Dean Harrison then, fastest, 132.853 on what was a second lap. Second laps for all of the top 3. Harrison on the Honda, Hickman on the BMW, 132.29, and that was 4.4 seconds down on Harrison. Then Davey Todd was only 0.7 of a second down on Hickman, his teammate, 132.195 for Davey Todd. Michael Dunlop then on the MD racing machine, 130.225 for him. Ian Hutchinson, 129.756. Mike Brown, 6th fastest, 129.585, and 7th to 10th, 129. Dominic Herberson, James Hind, Nathan Harrison and Paul Jordan. Just take a short break there, Dave, while I just look at this second time, because Dunlop has now arrived at the bungalow.
So, and also worth mentioning that Davey Todd will be crossing the line soon. It's been not his fastest lap so far, Davey Todd and the Super Twin. That's him just crossing the line now. The Malenko by Paget's machine, 120.3. That's 18 minutes 48.9 for Davey Todd.
Oh boy, Michael Dunlop is stretching the legs of the pattern. He's up to 121.1 pace as far as Ramsey. So this could be something special to end the session with by Michael Dunlop on the pattern that, of course, he has won with over recent years. Let's move on to the sidecar session, which was next after the big bikes. We got the sidecars out there, and we got the first qualifying record of TT 2025. Ryan and Callum Crowe, the fastest sidecar qualifying lap we have ever seen at TT, 120.202 miles per hour, 18 minutes 49.994. They've taken that qualifying record off the Birchalls. Pete Pound and Jevon Walmsley, second fastest, as they were the other day on Wednesday when these guys got one lap in. This was only the second time these guys have managed to get any times out on at TT 2025, 116.638 for Pound and Walmsley. Then Ben Birchall and Patrick Rosney, who are still trying things. They only did the one lap and they seem content with that. They'll see, go away and have a rethink and look ahead to tonight, 115.129. Lewis Blackstock and Oscar Lawrence, 114.636. Then Lee Crawford and Scott Hardy, 5th fastest, 114.527. Todd Ellis and Emmanuel Clement, 6th fastest, 111.641. 7th fastest newcomers, Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson, 110 plus for them. Greg Lambert and Andy Haynes, 109.5. Robert Dawson and Matthew Sims, 108.7. And Stephen Matthew Ramsden, 104.4. As Dunlop does now reach Crompton-Mona, so we're going to have him with us across the line very, very shortly. It is still that 121.7 pace, and I think we're going to get him across the line as news flashes up on Peter Hickman. He's stopped out at the lap bridge, stopped at Ballaugh Bridge for Hickman on the Swan Yamaha, so he stuck out at Ballaugh, making his own arrangements for return. Michael Rutter is also stopped out at Whitegate, so two of the big names on the Super Twins are stuck out there on the track, but it's Michael Dunlop we're looking for, Dave. He should be coming on to Glen Country Road very, very soon. In fact, we see on the track that he's just into the dip.
I can hear a machine in the distance. These Super Twins certainly louder than the other classes in the Isle of Man TT. We are poised, we are straining necks, looking to see Michael Dunlop coming down. It is a checkered flag being waved on Glen Country Road. Here he goes. Dunlop crosses the line now. There is Michael Dunlop.
122.159 for Dunlop on the pattern. What a way to end the session. 122.159.
So absolutely incredible. So we'll get an update on the Super Twin chart in a moment. And we've got also the Super Sport, I think, pretty much completed as well now, haven't we, Chris?
We have indeed. Super Sport we can have a look at. As you said, it was Dean Harrison up over that 128, and this was another new fastest qualifying lap that we've ever seen for the Super Sports at the TT. Dean Harrison, 17 minutes 40.383, 128.093. That was on a second lap. Almost more impressive, despite not being the record holder now. Michael Dunlop on the Ducati, 127.739, because that was a standing start lap. 17 minutes 43.3. It was 3 seconds slower than Harrison, but it was a standing start lap. Third fastest was Peter Hickman, 127.543. Fourth fastest, Davy Todd, 126.852. Josh Brooks, fifth fastest, 125.892. Also over 125, James Hillier in sixth. Paul Jordan in seventh. James Hind in eighth. Mike Brown in ninth, and rounding out the top 10 was Rob Hodgson. And that leaves us with the Super Twins, where that lap of Michael Dunlop is by far and away the fastest we've seen at TT 2025 in the Super Twin class on the Ducati, 122.159, 18 minutes 31.8. And that is nearly 7 seconds quicker than Mikey Evans did earlier in the session, 121.426. Dominic Herbertson, third fastest, 121.1. Mike Brown, 120.8. Davy Todd, 120 plus as well, 120.3. Fifth fastest. Then sixth fastest for Barry Thurber. Seventh, Paul Jordan. Eighth, Stefano Bonetti. Ninth, Nico Sweeney. And 10th, Andrea Miola. What an afternoon session.
It's been another incredible day at the Isle of Man TT. We've seen history made by Ryan and Callum Crowe and Dean Harrison, and we get to do it all again tonight. So join us once more, live from 6 o'clock. Until then, it's goodbye for now.
Fuel the fun at the TT races with Tesco. Visit your local store to top up your tank with snacks and refreshments for race day. Tesco, every little helps.
DAB, on AM and FM, on your smart devices, and online at motorsport.manxradio.com. This is the best biking station in the world.
It's nearly 12 minutes past 4 o'clock. This is Johnny Moss with news of today's qualifying session, the first of two. The sun has been shining, the breeze has been blowing, and the solos were first away. Superbikes and super stocks.
3, 2, 1. Hand off shoulder, away we go. James Hillier on his way then. So qualifying 2 is underway. James Hillier first away. Here comes Michael Dunlop. Michael 129.9, his fastest time so far on the Superstock bike. Next it's Connor Cummins on the Superbike. He's third away. Connor's on his way. Has gone faster than Dunlop into Glen Helen. Peter Hickman is quickest, and he's on the Superstock, of course. So Dunlop now leads on the road and just kicks up the dust on the exit of Sulby Bridge right out towards the wall. Davy Todd is the man of the moment in Superbike. Dean Harrison, the man of the moment in Superstock. 132.14 for Dean Harrison. He goes to the top of the Superstock chart. Peter Hickman completed on the BMW, 131.5. So around about 9.2 seconds between
Harrison and Hickman. And as we say, that Conor Cummins lap over 130.036.
The solos, but one of the eye-catching performances came on three wheels. It may have been qualifying, but it was as the crows fly. And certainly Ryan and Callum Crowe were flying.
Here they come. You can hear them coming in the distance towards us now to go across the line. Here they go across the line now. And they're going to come in by the looks of things. It's 2 laps.
It's another qualifying lap record in the sidecar class of the TT. They did 119.668 from a standing start. They've upped that to 120.202 miles per hour on this second lap. Qualifying lap record in the sidecar.
Yes, qualifying bests were appearing all over the place. Marvellous stuff. Let's hear the thoughts of two of the top men on this afternoon's work. Dean Harrison, but first, Pete Hickman.
Just making improvements all the time with the bike, and the little Triumph 765 RS is going well.
Lots of crowd out there. A lot of the riders complained about a bit of wind. Do you find that at all? You're quite a big chap, so...
Yeah, only really on the mountain though. It's not too bad. It doesn't seem to be gusting. It's like a constant push, so you can kind of deal with it. And there's so many more windsocks than what there ever used to be up on the mountain. It means that we can see what's going on. So there is a bit of a headwind up the mountain mile. But yeah, it's all right. It's not too bad.
Big bike's happy?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Interestingly enough, normally I'm really happy with the stocker, and the Superbike's the one that's hard work. It seems to be the other way around this time. The Superbike's actually working mint, and the stocker I'm not too happy with just yet, but there's a bit of time yet. We'll see what we can do tonight as well, and go from there.
How was that?
No, honestly, I felt okay. I got a nice clear lap. I got a lot of traffic on lap 1, and then lap 2 were quite clear, so it was nice to just get a nice a lap by myself to sort of figure a few things out. So we've got I'm going to make some changes to the bike. I think I can make it steer a little bit better on the throttle. So I'm going to make them changes for maybe tonight or tomorrow, maybe. I'm not quite sure yet. But we've got a good idea which direction we're going to go in now, so it's good.
There's a lot of information to download to the team when you come in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's so much going on, and the practice mix is a little bit up and down, but everyone's in the same boat, so I feel pretty good with the bike. So I feel like I can go a little bit quicker, in a lot of places. So yeah, good. Can't complain.
And conditions out there for you, okay?
But no, honestly, conditions are really good out there, to be honest. A lot better than I expected. I went on the super stock bike first because I want to show the conditions, but no, the conditions are good.
Dean Harrison enjoying his afternoon. We've heard that Tom Whedon in Super Twins section came off at Glen Helen. He's reported ankle injuries and has been air-medded to Nobles Hospital. We wish him the very best. Well, that was the first qualifying session of the day. We're getting another qualifying session. The Super Twins are not going with the solos, so we're going to see the Superbike, Super Stock and Super Sport together, and then we'll see the sidecars. So that's this evening. All roads are due to close again at 6 o'clock. The roads open car is on its way round. Don't move from your positions until you see them go past you. Of course, the roads open car is opening the roads, and the roads won't be open until it goes past. Wonderful afternoon's qualifying. More still to come. Roads, as I said, closed again all the way around the course at 6 o'clock. Just a reminder, of course, that the Monster Energy Super Sport Race 1 and the three-wheeling media sidecar Race 1 have been moved from Saturday to Monday. That's because of expected weather conditions. The Superbike race is going ahead as was planned on Sunday. One other bit of news, the police have thanked members of the public who offered their support to officers and emergency services in Ramsey yesterday. A murder investigation is underway after a local person died following a serious incident in the area of Close Dreen just before 4 o'clock. That's the news this afternoon.
Thank you, John. Before the final flag flies at the TT Races finish line, visit your local Tesco store to grab snacks and refreshments to celebrate the season. Tesco, every little helps.
The weather with cmcbikes.com.
Thank you to Johnny Moss there for the latest news, as we've been hearing. And yeah, we are back now at Broadcasting House for you. Let's have a quick look at the weather then, which is what we all want to know about. Stuart Davison over at the Met Office saying dry with sunny intervals, a risk of low cloud developing on higher ground this evening and overnight. A few outbreaks of drizzle by the end of tonight. Light to moderate southwest winds and temperatures of just 11 degrees. Overcast to start tomorrow. Some outbreaks of drizzle and extensive hill fog. That's not what we want to hear. But that cloud should lift and break towards lunchtime. Some sunshine breaking through for a spell, and then rain arriving from the west in the afternoon, clearing away early evening. It's going to be a tricky one, isn't it? Fine conditions after that, though. The moderate to fresh southwest wind becoming strong with that rain as well, and temperatures again tomorrow of just 15. And then Sunday, similar temperatures. Rain will start the day, but it should clear to sunshine and showers, most likely in the afternoon or evening. Windy, though, on Sunday as well, with a strong southwest wind. The sun will set this evening at 9:38 and rise tomorrow at 4:54.
CMC Motorcycles buy used bikes quickly. Visit buymybike.co.uk. Manx Radio Motorsport, brought to you by Kawasaki Insurance.
So it is